Welcome everyone to another fun-packed episode of Inquiring Minds. I'm Hialeah Comic Bro, and as always, I got Conquistadork Javi with me.
What's going on, man? How's everything?
I got a
you
feeling
doing good tonight?
This might be a silly episode, but we'll see.
We'll see.
What's up, Magic Lasso? How are you doing? Thanks for coming in, man.
What's going on, guys?
All right, let me bring in our guest because you know what? I gotta say a quick story. We had a guest scheduled for today, and some personal stuff came out, and I mentioned it, and it's I mentioned who it was. It's Vancouver Comic Junkie, but so we're gonna see if we get him in a few weeks once everything's going good for him, man. But I just want to say you're in my hearts, bro. All right, so our special guest for today, that man saved us. So we were about to cancel the show, but he came through, and it's somebody I just recently met on Monday. What's up, everybody? What's up, Unruly? NYC, no good. Is none other than Skeff Comic Knowledge.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing tonight? Surprise, surprise. If I disappoint you already, I am so sorry. But welcome to the show.
Dude, thank you so much, man. We just got to hang out on Comic-Gories on Monday. And
I don't know about hang out. More of like a spanking, but we can call it hanging out.
It feels like that, right? Comic-Gories feels like that.
It does. It feels like a beating sometimes. They're like, this is oh wow.
It's like a comic book workout, or like a comic book like battle to the death.
It is. It was bad. What's up, Comic NYC?
Did you know what you were getting yourself into?
I had no idea. I had an idea. I watched I kid you not, I've watched like a couple shows. I'm like, okay, you find a book and then you pitch it and then you vote. And then I didn't tell anybody on like my Instagram or on my YouTube that I was going to be on it. So I need to spam that and just start paying my subscribers to show up and just vote for my name.
No,
like I have a chance.
No, dude. It's a lot of fun, and it is. Me and all three of us have been on now because Javi's been on there a few times.
Yeah, I've been on there. Yeah, it's nerve-wracking.
It's a lot more pressure than you think, right?
It was. I froze up. I kid you. I messaged Matt after the show, and actually I apologize. I'm like, oh man, as soon as he hit 30 seconds, I'm like, oh, I got nothing. I don't know what to do.
Did this happen to you after the show? Why didn't I think of this book? Why didn't I think of that book? Why didn't I?
Oh yeah. Why did I show this book off instead of this one?
I had right. I think I legitimately. I couldn't have picked worse choices. Like looking back now, I'm like, wow, I like epic fail. And like the Matt said, like we'll get you on again. Good test run. Yeah. I need to start participating in the ones from home where I like send my message on Instagram. Yeah. It's less pressure and it'll give me like my brain rolling.
Your brain flowing, yeah.
That's a lot of experience. That one's a lot less pressure, man. But being on that show, oh my God! You know what? Props to Brian. I could not. The thing about when I went up against Brian, I just couldn't be mean to him. I just couldn't. I love Brian. Brian's down here with us. You know, I can go to his shop.
Right. He's your go-to. He's one of your go-to LCSs. You know what I mean?
And he's just got a heart of gold, man. When he's pointed out a book I should play, I was like, dude, how can I trash talk Brian, bro?
You can't. He was right, though. He was right about the book to pick. He was 100% right. You can't go wrong with that one.
Yeah, man. He was right.
He killed me with.
You know what he was? I think he was secretly playing you. I think he was like lulling you in, resting you easy, and then he like whips out that DC Wonder Woman and then just like lays it on the table.
Yeah. Get out of here, little boy. That's
like,
what he said.
This was very cute. Now
you don't want to
trash talk how it's done.
Yeah, you don't want to toss track Brian, because then you'll see your discount at your LCS. Just like, oh, what happened? Oh man, my bill's a little bit higher than
up on the window. No longer welcome,
bro. Oh, you know what? I couldn't have lost to a better person. That's for sure.
Right.
So anyway, man, this show is all about you. Okay. Quick question: was that your first time going live?
It was like my second or it was only my third time going live. I've actually been going live. I went 2 previous times with Comic Man Andy.
Okay.
On a
Nice.
Thursday, and we're gonna go live again tomorrow night.
Nice.
But other than that, though, like not too often I go live.
That's the Comic Corp show, right? His Thursday show.
Yep.
What's it on tomorrow?
Tomorrow on at 10 p.m. tomorrow night, and we're still kind of playing. Like he's still trying to finalize the idea that he wants. I think to talk about. But he's got a couple really good ones that he just wants to get lined up for tonight.
I've never been on with Comic Man Andy. He seems like he's really freaking cool, bro.
He's a phenomenal host. He is a hostess with a mostess in the fact that he really tries to have everything really planned out. So since he has like he usually has like a broad array of different people on. So it helps with talking points since you always have different individuals coming on. It gives them a little bit easier. Like, oh, hey, we're talking about this for a few minutes, and then move on to this for a few minutes, and it's a lot of fun.
He's a complete opposite of me, man. I got no talking points. We're just gonna hang out, and we fly by the seat of our pants, basically.
But that's what makes both of them beautiful. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they both work out in their own separate ways, in the best way they can always. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trust the host and what he can do. That's what we're gonna do tonight.
We were just talking about look at Magic Lasso. I guess a lot of people saw that picture on Instagram.
Yeah,
they saw my fake makeshift mask that I had going on.
Yeah.
Biggie said it looked like boxers.
I don't have a mask. These boxers will have to do that.
Yeah.
The minute I picked him up, man, I go, "You got your mask?" And he's like, "No." I'm like, "Well, freaking just tie that shirt."
Yeah,
because I was something, man.
Though, yeah. You don't want to get too much into it. He picked me up. I have a guard gate. I had to walk outside the guard gate. I didn't want to go back. It was too much. Yeah.
You're like, I've gone too far. We're
just gonna go to the comic shop. It should be fine. And then lo and behold, first impression of Rob Worst that he meets me, and first impression is me with this.
Is he okay? Yeah, he's always like, "It's fine, Rob. It's fine."
No, and did you see when I saw him, I started trying to punch him, and he's like, "You're touching me! You're touching me!" And then it's like, "Oh shit! I forgot about the corona.
Right? Because isn't that such an interesting reaction though? Like when you see somebody finally like in person, your first thing is like, "Come here."
Yeah.
But you're like, "Wait."
No, you can't. Then he was giving me like elbows and stuff. And
right? You're like, air high five.
Yeah, it was a good time. Yeah.
You notice, and on the last picture, we already were outside without our mask. I guess we let our guard.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't keeping that thing on any longer.
Right? You're like fresh air, freedom.
Yeah.
Bro, so Skeff, man, you started 3 months ago, and you're already at 609 subscribers.
Yeah, I think, man.
Thank you so much, man. I really, it's a community. I've literally just taken this face and this backdrop and put it on the YouTube, and people seem to enjoy it. But tomorrow is going to make, Friday. Friday will officially make 3 months that I've been on here.
Nice.
So
are you going to do like a little celebration, or it's just going to be like a...
I might try to do one. I got a shipment coming in on Friday of a couple, I think a small CGC, and I think a book that I ordered. So yeah, I have gotten super lucky taking off. Yeah, man. I've got really lucky taking off so fast.
Oh, there he is, Rob.
What's up, Rob? Yeah. But I think I've gotten really lucky in the concept of my first video that I posted got 4,000 views. Or it's at 4,000 views now, which is crazy. Like, and it's just for some reason that individual like skyrocketed and blew up, and I think that's the reason that's helped like garner more attention.
Dude, that's crazy.
It is kind of crazy. Like I looked at it, I'm like, I'm over 600. Like what?
Were you expecting that as you were?
Look at this face. There's nothing attractive about this. I literally like, so quarantine hit, and I'm like, all right, I got some downtime.
Yeah,
let's take care of the kiddos. But at night, so I literally was like, I'm just gonna make a YouTube video, and we'll see where it goes. My first YouTube video is like 22 minutes long.
Yeah,
and unedited. I look back at it, I'm like, oh man, that's bad. That's so bad. But
I still don't edit. I've been out here like a year and a half. I still don't edit, man. I just recently started knowing how to do the thumbnails. I started learning that.
That's true.
I kid you not. Before, like I started on a Friday night, but like the couple days beforehand, I actually went on YouTube and watched nothing but like thumbnail videos, editing videos, like how to set it up, like angles. Like I'm just trying to like, all right, if I'm gonna do it, let's just go for it.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get the mentality set up, and I just posted it, and I just did it to do it. I had a 25 book on CGC coming in. I'm like, what better way to make my first video than 25 book CGC unboxing?
Yeah, bro, that's a great haul right there. You know, like how many? You know, it's rare that you get 25 CGC books at a time. Yeah.
Right, and actually, most of my channel has been like CGC unboxings.
That's a great question, Javi. Because all his videos, just like he's just said, are all CGC. Okay, you're getting a shipment tomorrow.
I'm gonna get a small one. It's just 2 books on Friday.
Okay, but how many books do you have currently at CGC?
50. Plus, I have another 50 to send away.
Like already ready to go?
Yeah, they're right here in my box. They're all going to be pre-screens. And then my buddy has 20 more of mine that he's pressing right now.
I knew it, dude. You're addicted. You're freaking addicted.
I am. It's a win-win. I get to feed my addiction. I get to show off the addiction. And people enjoy the addiction. And no one gets hurt.
Yeah, the books don't get hurt. There's no books getting hurt in the process.
I'm not injured.
Yeah.
Dude, when I got into CGC, that's how I was. If I went under 25 books that were there, the minute those books would start going down. Okay, I got to send another 10 to keep it up at 25. So I'm always getting books in, and that's how I work.
Right, and I feel that's the way I've been trying to do it. So once my
the YouTube,
I'd be down for that.
That would be awesome. Yeah, hell of a YouTube party.
But I always feel that, at least for me, in like my addiction, I always want once the book gets finalized and shipped and imaged, then I'm like, all right, let's get the next batch of 25 and send off to my presser, or just pre-screened them. That's kind of I just want to try to keep that flow going.
It does get expensive though. It is expensive.
Yes, it does add up. So I always try to factor in. So like let's say a CGC ballpark like $500, right, for the pressing, the shipping there, the shipping back, the $5 handling fee, which is amazing. I always try to factor in at least 2 to 3 books each shipment that will cover the cost of the next shipment.
Oh, okay.
So once I get the shipment back, I move 2 to 3 of the books, and then that'll get the next shipment ready to go.
So it's paying itself. It's paying CGC. It's CGC is paying itself. Pretty much.
The goal is for the machine to feed itself, so it'll keep rolling. So I don't have to worry about it. You know what I mean? Like, got a couple books. Let's move those really nice, awesome books so I can get another batch of 25.
So where do you sell your books? Where do you?
I've used eBay a little bit, but I'm not a big fan. I really don't like it. I've really enjoyed using Facebook to move them, and I'm gonna start trying to maybe figure out how to use Instagram to move them too. Like I was gonna ask Matt, because Matt has his own Instagram to sell books. So I was gonna ask him like tips and thoughts and things like that. But mostly I've just been using Facebook, and it's been working. Like less fees, like just use PayPal.
Yeah, just use PayPal and then make sure it's just like honor system almost.
Right, and then the great part is that like I have the best honor system, because like how can I trust you to ship my book? Well, I have a YouTube channel, so I don't want to hurt that. So here's your book.
Yeah,
exactly. You don't want to hurt your rep.
Right, because that's all. At the end of the day, that's kind of all anyone really kind of has, right? Like, is the reputation in the and everything really spreads quickly in this community, right? Like everyone knows immediately, like, oh, that's a terrible person.
Bro, even it starts spreading outside of the community. You're like, what's going on? Yeah, man. Word travels.
Exactly.
Yep.
Dude, sometimes I tell my wife about it, and she's like, "Oh my god!" And you're complaining about me watching Housewives?
Yeah,
you know, and all this other stuff.
we can be pretty petty. We can be pretty petty sometimes.
It's really not that bad, but when it gets good, it gets really good. You know, and it's like, oh,
right? I mean, for example, have you guys seen? Well, I mean, I'm sure you have, like the huge contrast of people in the Miles camp and people not in the Miles camp, like the Ultimate
Miles
Fallout
Morales.
4, right? Morales. Like this is the Miles Morales. Like this is the Grail. This is like our generation Grail. Like people like it's a modern book. Why should anybody care? And like then like it's divided. Like some of them are like right down the middle. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
but everybody
into Silver Age.
Everybody wants one though.
What?
Everybody wants one, regardless where you're standing.
100%, right? No matter what anyone says, do you have one?
Would you be happy having one in your collection? All right.
Right. I am lucky enough that I picked up a couple of those last year.
Bro, me and Javi hung out today, and that was a topic of our conversation for a bit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
What was our conversation, bro? A 9.8. Can you? I was breaking it down. I could get a House of Secrets, a real nice that one, or I could get 3 nice Silver Age. You know, some real nice
giant size X-Men mid-grade.
Perfect. You could turn it into something so nice, and I think that's what a lot of people are gonna do.
Right. So it's gonna be really interesting with that book. Because not even the movie has the production hasn't even it hasn't even started yet. No. So it's interesting where that's going to top off at.
And like what I was telling Javi,
I would accept one too.
Yeah, I would
accept one. But like I was telling Javi, there's a ton of them. Also, it's not like it's a rare book by any stretch of the word. You know?
Yeah, that's what you were saying. They made a ton of copies of it. Yeah, I don't know the whole logistics behind that, but. You know.
It is interesting because I've heard rumors of people talking about how it could be a 75,000 print run, but there's nowhere to confirm or deny that. You know what I mean? Because there's still newsstand copies that are out there that are a ghost to find, and you have 2 different second prints, and then there's a third I guess a third print, which is that Halloween Comic Fest one that came out last year. How many of those are out there? Like 1 million?
And they were free.
They were free. They were free indeed. You know what I mean? And what is that? A $20 book right now?
Probably more. It seems to go up by the hour. Okay. Let me ask both of you guys. Do you remember a book being this hot?
Yes.
With a second print, with a third print, and all.
Yeah. It happened 2 months ago.
Well, Naomi?
No.
But
2 months ago. Venom #3 third print.
Yeah, but that didn't reach. That didn't reach $1,000, did it?
No, but it was a $30 book that skyrocketed all the way up to $100 raw and further, and all the way up to I think a 9.8 final. A 9.8 was going for $450, $500, and it finally settled at $330. But it was only a $30 book. And Miles is always a $100 book, right? So if you kind of just price wise, no, but quantity of interest increased.
Yeah.
No, I remember
Naomi too.
When they came out with Thor 3, and they came out with Natalie Portman was gonna play Thor, and then the What If Lady Jane, whatever.
It did.
Jane Foster's Thor. That book skyrocketed.
Yes, same thing with NYX. NYX finally exploded, and then it settled back down. So everything explodes, but then everything comes back. But you gotta remember though.
That's why you gotta sell now if you want to sell, because if not, you're gonna miss your opportunity.
But they'll never be. You'll have another opportunity, I think, to pick up another book. I really do. I think it'll settle back down a little bit. A little. If it settles down 20%, that's almost $300. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So just a little bit could be huge for such an expensive book, and it'll come down, and then since it's already broken that $1,300-$1,400 barrier, that means it'll probably get back to that and then beyond it eventually.
It will. That book has a ton. I still think that book has a lot of factors to help it grow in the future.
Oh yeah, of course. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, at the end of the day, he's still playing a Spider-Man, and he's another incarnation of Spider-Man. Yeah, we understand that. You know what I mean? It's not a new character. It's a new iteration of the character, but he has more potential with all the current generations, older generations, and the new kids that are collecting now. Like, that's their new grail, because that's kind of who they're familiar with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least that's how I feel with, like, younger kids.
Oh no, I totally agree with you. And now, it seems like that book's already pretty much out of reach. For
now, yeah. I wouldn't buy it even at this price.
Now, Edge of Spider-Verse is starting. The Spider-Verse that was creeping up. It's like at $800, $900.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's another book that I'm freaking specking on is the first Riri. I think
Riri? Yeah. We're eventually like
Invincible
it's
Iron
Plus.
Man.
Why wouldn't she get a show, right?
Exactly.
That book's still affordable. That book is still technically affordable.
It is.
Same thing with Silk. Silk is still technically affordable, even though that's kind of doubled in value in the last 2 weeks. It's still affordable.
I think, man. Ultimate Fallout is bringing all these books.
Bringing this wave. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. I bet I haven't looked, but I bet Spider-Man Noir will go up a little bit, and Ham, and then Penny. Why wouldn't they go up a little bit, right?
Yeah, it's bringing everything up with it.
Right.
Are you mainly a modern guy?
I am, only because I just kind of started getting back into comics about probably about 3. I used to collect 10 plus years ago. I stopped. And I just gotten back into it heavy about 3 years ago. And I think my first graded book was only about 2 years ago that I got my very first book graded. So I've only been doing modern because that's what I've understood and been familiar with. I have started slowly getting into silver. I only have one Golden Age book. So, and I love it.
Me too, and it was a gift.
Yeah, right. I love my Golden Age book. It's stupid. It's a Vault of Horror, number 14 from 1950. It's a grade of 8.5. It's
nice.
Damn. Yeah, it's huge. Yeah. So there's only 3 or 4 on the census, and it was a 6.5. I bought it at 6.5, cracked it, sent it to my presser and cleaner, and got it at 8.5.
Wow, 2
I love it. Yeah,
points.
I'm going here. Let me grab it.
Grab it, man, for sure. Share.
Dude, 2 whole points.
Yeah, 2 whole points.
8.5.
You're impressive.
I think there's 5 or 6 of them on the census, but I love it, and it's super clean for a book that's 70 years old.
It's at 8.5. That is crazy.
Isn't that nuts? Yeah, I love it. This is a book that I've had a couple people a couple people now have seen the book because I put in the backdrop of my YouTube videos, and they're like, I want that. I'm like, I don't think I can let this go because I don't think I can find another one.
Oh.
Did you know that when you bought it that you were going to try to get a grade bump? You just saw it in the book, or?
Well, I bought it in the old case. It was in a super old case from 12 years ago, and my brain, which wasn't I wasn't that great at it at the time. But what's up, Superpower? I thought.
I love him, dude. He calls out the chat for us. All right, dude. I'm just gonna put them up, and you call them out.
I can do that. But I looked at it, old case, and at the end of the day, I always feel that it was an old case. I didn't have very much into the book, and I felt it could get a bump, and my presser blew. I thought I could get a 7.5, moderate, and he's like, "I have some great news." I'm like, "What's the great news?" It got a 2-point bump. What does that mean? It came back in 8.5, and at the time, this was a year and a half ago. Or a year ago, and I think it was the only one on the census at the time at an 8.5.
Wow. That's insane, man.
So it's a book I can't let go.
No,
I don't think I can let it. There's other books that's my old, and I kid you not, that is the only Golden Age book I own. Would I love to get more of them? I would love to get more of them, but that's not happening anytime soon.
Yeah.
Well, if you keep some of these monster books that you're getting, I think you're on your way.
Right.
How do you know you got into it 3 years ago? Got into the slabs.
Mm-hmm.
How did you learn all this?
Yeah,
watching YouTube. How did you get a presser? How do you got your own presser?
Your own presser. Books. Yeah.
How did all this come about?
It was very slow and a lot of mistakes, and learning from all those terrible mistakes that I've made.
Yeah.
My first couple books I actually got graded. I didn't get them pressed. I never got them clean. I just pressed them. And I actually, it took some time. I looked online, and Javi, you got a Venom sketch?
Yeah, it's over there.
Let's see this. I want to see how gorgeous
Yeah,
this is.
okay.
Let's see
First
this thing.
time any of us share a book, I think, on this show. Let's see.
Yeah. Look at that. Oh my gosh.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, I did see this. I did see it. Yeah.
That's
Very cool.
wonderful. That is
Very
absolutely
cool.
wonderful, my friend.
I got this in the top loader, of course, man. I got this displaying.
Dude, that's absolutely wonderful. What a bad thing, man.
Yeah.
That is awesome. That is awesome. But,
Shout out to Superpower Review.
Right? That's some good work there. But it was a slow process of just learning from mistakes and then learning from the community, watching a lot of YouTube videos, and then I only use like the guy that I used for that Vault of Horror was Impressive Comic Book Pressing Services, Gary Kendra, and I think he's in New York. But I send him all of my tough books, anything that has like a really bad multiple like that, for example, like he gets all of those. So that's who I send all the books that I think I need to press to. And I've really been interested in the whole pre-screen process that a couple of fellow YouTubers that I've looked at, and they've done them as well. So I've been trying to get pre-screen. I just did my first pre-screen video, I think a month ago. And I had like 18 out of 25 books. So I got another batch ready to go, and CGC has a batch already. So I've been trying to like get better at judging what a 9.8 is versus what a book that needs a press, and I don't care if it doesn't come back a 9.8.
So for
a lot of knowledge from YouTube and watching and learning, and the biggest thing is making the mistakes, getting a book graded that you know you shouldn't have. And like the worst one I ever got graded was I had an Immortal Hulk #2 first print on-site graded at C2E2 last year, so I paid the extra fee, came back a 7.5 because right.
An Immortal Hulk one, a brand new book, basically. What was it? Tell us. I'm dying to know.
It was a printer rub. It was a printer rub on the back and on the front that knocked it. And at the time, I like all the corners looked minty, no color, no breaks on the spine, but that was enough to knock it down. So I still have the book. I cracked it. I kept the CGC label. It's somewhere over here, but that's something that I held on to learn like this knocks the book. So now I've gotten a lot better looking
so you kind of keep it for reference almost, I
keep it as a reference.
But to a 7.5, wow,
it was brutal, and that was I was devastated. I'm like,
you're gonna call him. You're like, what's wrong with my, like
right? But I took the time to learn why it was a 7.5.
Yeah,
and that I think has helped tremendously. Like I think analyzing your book is so important if you want to get it graded, if you care what the grade is.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
So I have two questions. So do you usually ask for the grader's notes from CGC to like look at maybe why it was dinged off a couple points, or you got a grade you weren't expecting? And also, if nobody knows in the chat, or like maybe you want to teach somebody, what is exactly pre-screening your CGC books?
Absolutely. So the first one is that I always do try to request the notes from CGC when I can. Most of the time, they're pretty good about uploading them sporadically for a few of them, but I always try to reach out and find out why it got dinged or dropped down to a 9.6 or a 9.4 or a 7.5. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So graded notes I find are very important. So like I think CBCS graded notes are free. You just have to have a serial number. PGXs are free. Just have to email them. And CGCs you have to pay for. But it's good to get them if you need them. And for the CGC pre-screen process that I've been using recently, I think I've fallen in love with a new process for CGC in the fact that I pick out 25 books in the same tier. So modern tier.
Yeah.
And I pick a grade for each one of them to minimum at. So I pick 9.8 and I submit them. And then a book that doesn't come back in 9.8, you get charged $5. And if it does come back in 9.8, you just get charged a grading fee. So if it needs a press, when you get it back and it's been rejected, you're like, you look it over, double check it. Did you miss anything stupid? And I've missed a couple things stupid.
Of course.
But you get to then realize what they're looking for, and you don't have to worry about getting a book charge extra for the grading if it came back like a 9.2 that you wanted to get a 9.6 or 9.8.
Yeah.
So I think it saves you in the long run to help you evaluate what a 9.8 is and the potential of the books Because like if you paid pressing fees for all 25 of those books, what would that be like? I don't know, like $250?
Yeah,
like that.
And you might not get a grade that you want. You know,
Right.
that's attractive to you.
Exactly. So I take the chance in 25. Anything comes all the rejects I look at, and if a press can save it, I get a press, and then I send it again. But if not, I have a chance to look it over and be true to myself. Is this a 9.8? And I have to like, it won't be. Then I'm like, all right, off to a different pile.
Yeah.
But
do you press them before you send those modern books? You don't.
No, I don't. I look them over, and I take my time. At least I thought I took my time with the first batch, but the second batch of that CGC right now, I'm pumped about this one because I took so much extra time, so many extra steps, light, black light, wave. I looked for everything. There's like 2 books out of that 25 that I think are on the cusp.
Yeah.
But the rest of them looked great.
What do you tend to find the most that brings down your books?
I find the bends, like the bends on the back, or maybe like a fingerprint bend on the back cover, something that doesn't break color, but it's enough. Like when you open the book and it bends that thumbprint in the back of it. I've had that. I was actually on 3 of my past 25 books. So I usually don't send any books that actually have multiple color breaks.
Yeah.
So if it has more than 2 and they're deep, I won't send it for the pre-screen because I just know I'm probably not going to get a 9.8.
Yeah.
Right.
So I look for anything that's not color breaking that like is on the cusp, but I try to be super harsh with what I send now.
You sound like you're a lot more harsher than me, man. I'm like, fuck it. What I've learned, the main thing I've learned from sending books, I don't send as many books as I used to, is do I really need this graded?
That's the most important question.
I used to send books that I got them graded and they might come back a 9.8. It's not that they're not coming back high.
Right.
I really need this in a 9. Is this a book that needs to be graded? And that was my big problem when I first started. I was just sending, this one, let's send this.
I feel, so when I send a book, I look at it from this aspect, whether it's for my personal collection or if I needed to move it for the next batch of CGC books.
Right.
Yeah.
I look at it the fact that, like, if this book, no matter what the grade is, the 251, that'll be interesting when it comes back.
Hey, wait up, real quick.
What's up,
Check
Jason?
them out, man.
Oh, man, I missed that one. Hialeah, Javi, Skeff. What's up, everyone?
What's up, Kachoon?
I'm failing already.
Oh,
Hoping for a bump.
No, go ahead, man.
Aren't you already over 1,000 superpower?
No, I think for his 251.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was for a bump.
So what were you saying about sending the right book?
I feel so like at the end of the day, for example, Javi, if you send a book to get graded, why do you send it to get graded?
Because I want it in my personal collection.
Correct. Actually, there's no wrong answer.
You
could have said anything you
There's
wanted.
really no, exactly.
There isn't a wrong answer to get a book graded. At the end of the day, I get a book graded because I want to make sure it hits a certain value. So if the book comes back graded and it's worth over $100, I'm happy because that's potential that I could hold on to for my personal collection, or if I need to ever move it. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. Some people get graded because I love the cover. Like, there's no wrong reason to get a book graded. You know, but I feel that when you're spending more money on the comic, you're investing into it. So you want to make sure there's some sort of return on there if that's a big deal to you. Otherwise, though, then you're just spending like the $20 a pop, and then it doesn't matter, you know?
Yeah.
So I try to be super strict with what I get graded. At least I try to be. There's a lot of things I do get graded for my own personal collection. Actually, there's a lot of things I get graded for personal collection, but I try to be more particular on what I send out.
That's what I've learned. I either send out books. I try not to send too many moderns anymore. It's more about older Silver Age or Bronze Age. To preserve, exactly.
100%. I remember, I don't know if you, I had an Amazing Spider-Man 15, first appearance of Craven, and the title was ripped off of it.
Oh, the one we talked about, though. I seen that video. We talked about it on Monday.
So I sent it to get graded. I don't expect anything for it except for it just to be safe in the case.
Right.
So that's why I sent that one to get graded.
And I can't wait to see what it comes back at, because if you guys haven't seen that video, it's the book's actually really cool because it's the top half of the cover is torn off and the inside page says Craven.
Yeah.
So it's almost like Craven 15 instead of it's really it doesn't look bad at all.
No,
I heard
wonderful.
shops used to do that. Some shops used to like rip
That's
off
what
the top. Yeah.
they had to do it to return it. In order to get the credit for the shop, they had to destroy the book, and that was proof that they destroyed the book to, in essence, give it 0 value.
Yeah.
So, but I hope it comes back at 0.5. That'd be amazing.
It'll be interesting to see, man.
Yeah, it's the way right now getting at the presser and cleaner. So I don't think it needs one, but the other books are with it. So
might as well just ship it all together. Yeah.
Yep. I actually put a note on the bag and board. Message me if this finds to be useless. If it doesn't even need a press and clean.
Yeah.
What was it? Me and Matt. Oh, this is what it is. No cons, right? There's no cons going on.
Right.
Have you felt the turnaround time has shortened for
CG? Absolutely. Seeing as how the pre-screen, my first batch of pre-screens took less than a month. I think I shipped it out like May 1st, and I got it back like May 29th or something like that.
That's crazy.
It took a month. And the books that I actually had at C2E2 that were pressed and cleaned and signed took like 3 months. It took 3 months to the date, actually, compared to the one I sent in October, which took 5 months.
Wow.
So I hope they're being safe down there. Priority number one, but the speed at which they are churning out these orders is astonishing.
It's a great time to submit books, man, because they're coming back super fast.
They really are.
Hey, how many slabs, man? How many slabs you got in your collection?
A couple. I probably got behind me. I probably have like 75 of them back there.
Wow.
So
I'm thinking you have a little bit more than 75 in total.
That's behind you, yeah. What about on that box right there that's next to you?
Don't worry about this box right there. Don't worry about that one.
Hey, real quick, man. We were talking beforehand, and like I said, we talked on Monday for a bit, and you actually lived down in Fort Lauderdale, down here in Miami area for 14 years. Yeah. And we were talking about, you brought up some shops down here.
Yep, I brought up the only shop I actually went to when I was younger was I went to Tate's, because I lived in Florida. It was like I lived there between all the way up till beginning of high school. So when I was a kid, Tate's was my Disneyland.
Yeah.
If people don't know about Tate, I was telling Skeff, we have a lot of great shops, and Tate's is a great
destination.
Yeah, it's a novelty.
You gotta see it. You gotta see it once.
You gotta see Tate's once or twice or more than that. It's a massive store down here, man. Do you miss Florida?
I don't. I have. Look at this beard. This beard is not meant for Florida guys. This is lumberjack. I have actually enjoyed the seasons. What's up, Titus? Funk.
There you go. That's Funk Soul Brother.
Soul Brother. No, I like.
Broward.
I live near Broward. I lived in Coral Springs and Tamarack.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Right by us.
That's right. My wife.
My mom's still down there. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So like we'll try to make a trip down there like once a year. But next time I come down, man, we'll
gotta head up.
You gotta go to Tate's.
Yeah. we'll hang out at the Tate's. But I enjoy. I mean, like I got two boys. I got a beautiful wife. I enjoy the Midwest for. Like, it's a little, for me, Indianapolis is about in the burbs, so it's a little quiet. I like the chill. The hustle and bustle, I couldn't keep up with down there anymore nowadays.
Coral Springs and Tamarack? What's the hustle and bustle there, man? Come on.
I heard it exploded. Since I've been, no, it's quiet still?
It's still fine. Man.
Oh,
It's
good.
still
Okay.
fine. It's
You
Okay.
can get trafficy. It's not.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Yeah. Traffic's a little bit more, but it's still a retirement. It's a big retirement community there, man. In
Okay.
that area.
Good deal.
Where
Good
did
deal.
you went to Taravella?
I for one, yeah, for 1 year.
Really?
1 year. Yeah, that's too funny. Yeah, it was a 5-minute drive from my house.
Okay.
That's
I pretty
too
much
funny.
know where you live. Now I know.
Yeah, there's a Publix down that road.
The red Publix with the red. It's the only Publix with the red marquee, right?
The old one. Yeah.
With the old red marquee. It's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I live. Yep. Like 5 minutes away from that thing. Yeah, it's too funny.
The McDonald's is right there in the front of the shopping center.
Yep.
There's the liquor store right next to it. The pizzeria. Yeah, I know
Yes.
that. Oh no, wait. Oh my God, what's the Bagel Land? Is it Bagel Land?
Bagel Land's still there.
Yes, bro.
Bagel.
Land.
Those were
Dude,
my bagels as a child.
Yeah.
that's a
Those are my childhood bagels.
great deli, right?
Hey guys,
Oh.
welcome to the comic chat. We were talking about bagels, and they're delicious.
Hey, Bagel. Javi, you never been to Bagel Land? It's
You gotta-
a little.
And
It's a destination.
It's a destination, bro.
we gotta go to Tate's and then Bagel Land, man. We gotta hit up the old route, you know.
Amazing pastrami sandwich, the roast beef. Oh my, they got some.
Still
Everything's
there.
fresh. Oh, they
Man.
put the pickles. They give you the little tray with the pickles. Oh my God, it's so good.
It's obvious mess, man. It's been there for like 40 years.
Oh, it's been there forever.
What's up,
I'll put it to you this way, Javi. Every time I go in, I'm the youngest customer.
There you go. Yeah.
I'm the youngest person in the freaking deli, and I'm old as hell. Okay,
Just
But it-
wise. Wise,
but
not
it-
old.
right. But it's an amazing. Oh man, that's awesome, dude. All right, dude. I like you even better now.
Yeah, like I'm a half Floridian at heart, half Midwestern. I
Nice.
claim both. I claim both.
And you're a Chicago fan.
I am. I'm an anomaly. I'm just a weird dude.
You go to Wrigley? You have you been there a
I-
lot?
I have family in Chicago, so
Yeah.
I think I was there about 2 years ago. But there'll be
Okay.
no baseball season this year, so I'm not gonna make it this year. So
Have you been to Chicago Comics?
I haven't. I have not. I actually haven't had the chance to check out some of the downtown shops at all. It just hasn't had, like, I have no family in Chicago. They're all out in the burbs.
Yeah.
So I go to the burbs, but like I try to avoid downtown when I can. It's a headache for me.
Well, downtown is Graham Cracker.
That's
they
right. I
have-
have been there. I have been to
Okay.
Graham Cracker once. I went there
Oh.
over the summer. It was pretty cool.
It's not bad. It's not a
No.
bad shop. I think they price a little high.
Oh God, they're Chicago prices.
Yes.
That's the thing. They're Chicago prices.
But Chicago Comics, it's right on the street from Wrigley.
Yeah.
And I gotta tell you, man, it's probably my favorite shop I've ever been in.
Oh,
Wow.
how big- it's a smaller shop, right?
It's a smaller shop, but it is such the setup of the shop.
Yeah.
It's I don't know, man. I just walked in and it was just they got a huge wall books, but it's not even. It's the whole style and the feel of the shop. That it was. I was like, oh man, I could be here, and they got good music playing, and it's very edgy.
Okay.
And then they got all their new comic, dude. It's
Okay. I'll check it out one
I
day.
can't. Plus, you can. Yeah, dude. I really love Chicago comics.
I gotta check it out. I've never been there.
I can't wait to go again. I can't wait to go to Chicago Comics again. So go ahead. You're looking for what?
I'm just looking forward to the next show. I'm looking forward to the next show. That's all.
What do you mean the next show?
Like whatever the next big comic show is.
Like a
con-
con?
Yeah.
You go to cons a lot? I heard you mention C2E2.
Yep. I've been to C2E2 for 3 years in a row. I've been to New York Comic Con 3 times now. I've been to San Diego Comic Con once.
Wow.
I go to all the conventions here in Indianapolis.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been enjoying the cons.
Any cons down here in Florida or no?
I haven't had the chance to. I
Yeah,
didn't. I went to one when I was a kid down there, but other than that, though, it's hard.
And
Like,
this is just since you started collecting?
yeah,
Wow.
So I've been like San Diego Comic Con was 2016, and I really wasn't in the comic books then.
Yeah.
I had the opportunity to go. I like Funko Pops, and I just went. And then 2017 was kind of like the year where I'm like, oh, comics, these are cool. So then like New York Comic Con happened, and then C2E2 happened, and then the local shops here. Like I tried anything within driving distance other than like New York Comic Con or the big San Diego Comic Con. I try to go to anything within like 1 day driving distance because I can. That's something that probably can handle. But I try to go to as many as I can. Local, like the local, like the smaller ones. Like I don't know if you guys have any like shows there that have like maybe like 100 to 200 people.
Yeah,
like I love those. Those are my favorites.
Those are the best. Those are the best.
Those are people there to sell books.
Yeah,
sell books. Those are the best. We went to one night right before all this started with a group of guys. Everybody came down and we went to it here in Miami.
Yeah, they rented out a hotel lobby or something like that.
Right? Yeah. They rent a hotel lobby. They either charge you like $1 or like $2
or
to get in.
Sometimes.
Oh, free. Even better. Yeah.
Even better. Dude, yeah, I think those are my favorite too. Who do you share this though with? Is your wife into it or?
Oh, my wife allows me to enjoy it, and she enjoys some like she really likes the posters.
Okay.
She likes the posters, so nice. She's kind enough to allow me to enjoy my comic book addiction.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. My wife does the same. So I'm allowed to do this. You know,
and I love her for it. Like yes. It's like I would not do any of this against her ill will. That's not happening. So no, I absolutely thoroughly enjoy this, and I'm being as polite as I can because my wife is currently in the other room. Right. She can hear every word I can say. So
perfect. You're a smart man,
right?
And you said you had 2 boys, right? How old are they?
I got a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old.
So are those babies or are those children?
So those are my kids. I have 2 kids. And I think we should leave it at that, right?
Bro, you know what? I'm talking about going against Brian, but it was hard going against you, man. The easiest one to go against in that show on Monday was Jay Blitz because he talked crap. But it was even hard talking smack to you, man.
Oh man, I try to kill him with kindness. I just try to be a
adorable. That's how you do it,
right?
What's up, Patty? What's up? I wish my wife liked comics. Oh man.
Well, you know what? Sometimes it can be more expensive.
Yeah. What's up, Bearded
Comic Bro? Fellow Beard.
Your brothers in arms. Your brothers in arms.
Right? I found a few fellow bearded comic friends, and this has been very enjoyable.
Thanks,
Beard. Monday was entertaining. It was very entertaining.
Hey, I can't wait to go back on, man. I need to redeem myself.
So
I can't.
So do you know what you lost?
No. No, I don't want to know what I lost.
What do you mean?
I don't know what it was either.
Because
prize.
Yeah, the slab that I lost. I don't want to know.
You know what? It was probably like a Dark Hawk number 1 9.8.
Exactly. Or maybe it was a Hawk number 2 7.5.
Oh, dude, that would actually have been worth less.
I just remember when I was on there, him being like, all right, you have 30 seconds. And you know how they throw the category up and then John does a little bit of talking before he search for the books. I just remember seeing the category and being like, okay, like.
Right? Yeah. Right? I did the same thing. And I picked like the worst books. But I look forward to like watching like Hialeah do it and watching like the final 2 guys, and I watched a couple of videos. Like, it does take a skill. It's an acquired skill to here's a topic, and then you have a Rolodex.
Yeah.
What matches that topic?
For sure, you need to have something kind of precognitive, you know,
right? Like some sort of an idea, like hey, these are like colored books, or these are like themed books. You know what I mean? I had none of that.
You should see when Hialeah went up. He clears out all his boxes, takes all the lids off the boxes.
I take all the lids off. I actually put up. I think of topics and I put up those books so I know where to find them. But then the part that's hard is I forget sometimes.
Yeah, because in 30 seconds and your brain just goes like, not today.
You freeze up. and you look and you think of one comics and you like zone in on that one and you have a better one and it sucks, man. God damn,
Right,
but I
like
love
he-
that show.
like your competitor, he was gonna pick like a Venom 5, the scan variant, instead of like the DC Wonder Woman. Like how? Right? Wasn't he? Like he was gonna pick that Venom 5, right? He was. I thought that's what he was gonna do. He's like, I thought about picking this one. I'm like, well, that would have been a mistake.
Yeah.
I thought about it after, and it's like, you know what? That Wonder Woman, that's not even a symbiote cover. That's a Venomized cover, man. You even have the wrong topic.
Venomize is symbiote. Like, I don't know.
It's not a symbiote. That was a Venomized topic. You know what? I want to forget about Monday.
Yeah, we should probably forget about that one. A little bit of wordplay there, right?
That bone's dry, dude. That bone's dry. I want to forget it. Put it in my rearview mirror. I was already over it until now.
Right? We decided to stoke that fire.
Oh man,
you're getting me back, man. You're getting me back. I know what you're doing.
Well, you guys need to have a rematch. It's got to be you two.
Who?
You, Hialeah, and you, Skeff.
Oh no, man! I do
it, man. It's always dude. It's all good.
Man.
I have Javi's talking, but I lost to Javi before on that show.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, look at him! Look at the quiet
yeah,
over there.
He's beaten me before, man. He's beaten me before.
Nah, man, that takes a different type of beast to pull that one down.
It's a hell of a show. Hey, what's up, Pope? What's going on?
They drag you back in.
Well, you mentioned a little bit about the posters, and I
we touch on that
off air. And we got a couple more minutes to talk before we kind of sign things off here. But I did want to mention those posters. You said they were Mondo posters. I've never heard of that.
All right, so posters were my original addiction, and I've been a big fan of posters for a long time now. And so this kind of just got me into the hobby. So I had the backdrop already. I'm like, what's the sick backdrop? I'm like, oh, these posters. So these are all limited edition, exclusive print run posters. So if you go to like Mondo.com,
highly big.
And
sorry, I was too busy looking.
No, you're good. Let's see. I can just stand up real quick. So if you just go to like websites like Mondo, the 3 websites that like kind of like indie books, Marvel books, and like DC books, you have like Mondo, Bottleneck Gallery, and Gray Matter Art are the 3 big ones that I go to. And these are all like either limited edition print posters or timed edition ones. And this is like my true. I thoroughly enjoy these.
It's art.
Yeah.
So dude, that's the variety. You gotta use
that Jurassic Park one is sick.
Yeah. It glows in the dark.
That's sick, man.
Yep. So the Jurassic Park was like limited to 150. The big issue I think was limited to like 100 copies. The Avatar I think was like 175. Captain America was like 250. But yeah, they're all just like limited edition print runs. So.
Have you heard of Boss Logic? He's like a graphic artist. Yeah.
Yes.
He does a lot of cool posters and does like a lot of just digital art in general.
He does. He's actually phenomenal at it.
Yeah.
He's really good at it. But
dude, that dragon one is amazing.
Oh, these both glow in the dark.
The space, man. Very good use of the space.
Right?
Wow.
So these both glow in the dark. But yeah, wow. I enjoy my posters. They were my first passion. So.
No, that's beautiful, dude.
But yeah, so this is what I've always collected, and when I said I want to get a house, I always had posters growing up as a kid, and I've always loved hanging them up. So now that I have a house and I have some space, I try to get some stuff up when I can. But no, this is my first kind of true addiction was the poster game. But if I were you, there's a great website out there if you enjoy posters. It's called ExpressoBeans.com. It's not about coffee. It's the weirdest name ever, but ExpressoBeans.com, and it's like a deep dive into posters. You literally just in the search bar, you can search like via artist, or like if you type in Game of Thrones, it'll show you every Game of Thrones poster that those 3 companies have made and who did them and the print run and the year they came out.
Nice, that's awesome.
So if there's a certain genre that you enjoy, it's always a great deep dive to use if you're ever looking for a poster.
That's sick. Are you ever worried like, oh man, I might run out of space?
Oh, I did. I ran out of space, dude. I have
Instantly.
immediately. I have so the great part is that like these, they come down. So they're all 24 by 36s. And so they're all put up with 3M strips. So I can just pull one off, take one of my backups, and slap it up on there for a different backdrop.
Yeah, so it's like it's not the same, but that's I have the comic display and just trying to switch them out. Or you don't want to if you have so many, you like switching it up every now and then.
Right, and especially for like now, like doing the videos, like I enjoy the backdrop and changing things up a little bit.
Awesome.
So I have a couple. I have like 4 more in another room, and that's all I'm allowed to like extend into that room. So they're all like bigger, like 24 by 36s. Yeah. And my next video that I'm gonna drop actually is gonna be, I think maybe today or it's tomorrow or the next day, is gonna be a poster tube unboxing of a new poster that I did pick up.
Nice, that's awesome.
So nice. I got another one to add to the pile.
Dude, that's crazy. And did you say you're only allowed to come out a few out of the room? Is that what you
Right,
said?
yeah. So I have a little bit of a wall space. I have 4 that I can put up on that wall. There's 5. 5 got corrected there. I have 5, and then that's it. Everything's in this room, and then those 5, and I can't no more.
That's funny, man. I got the same rule. I can't come out of this room.
Right? Like
it has to be in this room.
It has to be contained.
I can't venture out into the house. I think I got one little statue. That's not even.
What happens?
Yeah.
You know what happens if you open up that floodgate?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be everywhere then. Yeah.
You gotta concentrate that, and it looks better anyway.
My wife is awesome, but I just gotta keep it controlled.
Thank you, Bearded Comic.
I gotta keep it controlled. I can't expand.
Concert. Does Espresso Beans do concert posters?
They do if it's been made by Bottleneck Mondo or Gray Matter Art or Vice Press. There's one other. But if you type in, for example, like I know Dave Matthews Band has done a bunch of them with Gray Matter Art. So if you go to expressobeans.com, type in Dave Matthews Band, it'll show up every poster that has been made for one of their concerts. So yes, it just depends on who made the posters. But yeah, having your own room really helps, Ricardo.
I'm blessed. I can't believe I have one.
Entire basement. That's what's up. That's awesome.
Wow. That's my next goal. That is my next goal, is to have all of this in actually like a basement area, so I can expand it a little bit. Because I think I have about 5 or 6 posters that can still that are just tucked away until I can put them up on the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, we have Floridians. There's no basements.
There's no basements here, man.
They don't exist.
Yeah.
I just asked for a small room. That's all.
Small, right? You got a nice size.
I'm more than happy to get it. All right, man. Hey, we're coming up on that hour, and we're gonna have to cut it short. We might invite you back on to finish this, man.
Dude, I would absolutely.
We have a lot more topics to talk about.
I listen. Next person you get canceled on, you guys just come here. I'll happily fill in.
Hey, it wasn't as bad as I told you, right? I told you it was pretty chill.
This was wonderful. You guys are phenomenal hosts. This was Hialeah. You're absolutely right. I would be privileged to come back on anytime you guys want me.
Dude, we need to finish this interview, man. Shame that we can't, man, because this is like around the hour mark is when we really start get going and it starts flowing and stuff. But man, I can't thank you enough.
Yeah, man.
Leave them wanting more, right? For the part.
Yeah, exactly.
Leave them wanting more.
And you can switch out the posters for next
time. I will. Oh, thanks, Ricardo. I tried.
Thank you, everybody. Yeah, man. What's up, man? Yeah, man. We're gonna be calling it a night, but man, I can't thank you enough for coming through. Like I said, our guest that we're gonna be getting in the next few weeks again, hopefully. What's up, Mr. Comic Covers?
Comic Covers, yeah. Thanks for joining on, man.
If I definitely want you to come back on.
Absolutely.
You got you got your poster reveal coming up soon? You got anything else coming up on your thing?
Just the poster reveal, and then I got just the 2 CGC graded books on Friday, and I'm doing Comic Man Andy tomorrow night. Yep, tomorrow night, and that's kind of about it for right now. A couple other ideas working out there in the mix of like other ideas of trying to come up with some different videos, but that's kind of all I've got ready on the docket for release.
Well, your channel's exploding, man. I'm gonna put a link to your channel in the description of this video after we're done. But dude, thank you, Javi. What you got going on?
Conquistadorks channel every Sunday, Silver Age Sunday, noontime. This Sunday is Father's Day, so I'm gonna talk to the guys and see what's going on. If we're gonna go.
Oh yeah, this weekend. Happy Father's Day.
Happy
Father's Day to all the fathers, and stay safe out there. Mr. Comic Covers was asking if anybody was going to Tampa Bay Comic Con. If it's still happening, Mr.
When's it supposed to happen?
Mr. Comic Covers, we'll we might see you there, man. So every Wednesday, actually next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday, we're gonna be doing Inquiring Minds.
Yeah,
9 o'clock.
I look forward to watching that one.
And you know what? No, you know what? I'll keep. I like keeping the gift of secret for the most part.
Yeah. Keep it
just in case there's a cancellation or something. It's whatever, man. I don't know. Hey, you know what? I want to leave on with Happy Father's Day, and I gotta say, man, your boys they're gonna have a blast when they get a little older, man.
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be a blast for you, and dude, your channel's blowing up. Congrats on everything.
Yeah, keep it up.
I will. I'll do you guys proud. I appreciate it.
The energy shows, man. And I think there's a reason why you're blowing up. Okay, but thank you for coming on. And so everybody, thank you so much for the replay.
Everybody,
thank you for coming by and watching this on the replay. Everybody, be good, stay safe, and so long from the Sunshine State. Take care, everybody.